term. Which one is she? So we are utilising the term. I'll use spine corrector and arc interchangeably. So does that meet your requirements there, Donald, or shall I call you Gordon this morning? Just as a punishment. Right. So in terms of your spine corrector, you're going to put it not deadly in the centre, slightly towards the bottom. Sit on top of it, slide your bum down, just come into position. You want to get hands behind, allow yourself to drive it forward, so you're pushing it into your lower back. Feet can then just sit on the end of the reformer, but it's also not a problem to have your legs fully extended out straight if that is where you feel you want to go. I personally find that it forces my lower back into an anterior tilt, so I get that arch. So if you're finding that you're losing contact with your arc, bending your knees will help you with that, get a little bit more of a posterior tilt. So we're just allowing that to come back, arms are going to go out, you're taking an inhale breath as you exhale. Just allow your spine to come down onto the spine corrector, take the arms overhead, circle them around, take an inhale breath as you exhale, tuck your chin in, drive up. Now, if it doesn't feel good, don't take your neck right back. So if you don't want to get into that extension through the cervical spine, not a problem. And then just lift that up. So we're just doing 2 more of them. Inhale, exhale, back we go, arms over. Acknowledge any differences from one arm to the other. And again, extending that back. Or flexing the screws at the top of the shoulder. And then bringing that round. And then bring yourself up. Now just be careful your spine connector doesn't scoot back. Sit your bum on top of it. Slide yourself down your chute. Almost imagine you're sliding down your chute up. And then lie back, hands on, and then roll. Almost slide yourself back, lift the legs up. So your lower back supported, you're holding on to the spine connector at the sides. Shoulders are back and down, you're tucking the chin to elongate through the cervical spine. You're going to, from here, just start to circle the legs around. So you're going to just take the legs down and round. Have this fairly small initially, as we're still warming up. So you're just circling that round. And as you feel you are able to, you can take the legs lower. So we can just circle round, taking the legs down and round. Breathing in and breathing out to have this rhythmic flow of our breath. Reverse and go the other direction, so we go straight leg down, open, and rotate round. And as we do this, let's see if we can get that femoral rotation. So just rotating round through the legs. So we've got this rotation as we move up into the hip joint. And with those of us that have had hip replacements, just be mindful of, you're still able to move as long as we're moving within that pain-free area. It might feel, you might get some sensation there, might not necessarily feel pain, but it may just give you a little bit of cause for concern. If it feels wrong, just back off it. Now from here, come into your frogs, bring your heels together, take an inhale breath as you bend the knees in, and exhale, extend out. Go as long as you are as low with your legs as you feel comfortable. Now in terms of how much you flex the spine, as in bring your knees towards your chest, again will depend on how your hips and your lower back feel this morning. You'll notice as the knees come in, your lower back will no doubt get a little bit of stretch. But what you might find is if you've got any hip impingement, and certainly those of us that have had hip replacements, you might have a little bit of restriction on that replacement side. So just take it again to where it feels okay. You might get a little bit of discomfort. A little bit of discomfort is to be expected as we, I suppose, age. Sorry everybody, sorry. I know, miserable. Right, let's move on from here. We're going to lower our right leg down and drive the left leg towards our head. And then switch it out. Exhale as you go, inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down, inhale up, exhale, switch. So we want to get a little bit of motion and movement as our warm-up. We're going to change this to almost like a very peculiar looking bicycle ride. You go down with the right leg, you bicycle round, bring it back up, left leg goes down straight, bend the knee, bicycle back, lift it back up, right leg down, bend, bicycle up, left leg down, bicycle, lift and up. And again, one more either side. Last time on that left side. I'm going to just get a little bit of a release through the adductors. So take an inhale, breath, exhale, and allow the legs to just open, bring the heels, the toes towards the shins, heels towards the ceiling. And then if you can, drive the toes over towards the mat. How does that feel? Now, bring that back. We're going to go into, if we feel comfortable doing so, into our headstand. So to do this, we lower our legs down first. We allow the back to go from a flexed position to an extended position. And we come up onto the crown of our head. We look all the way behind us. Take an inhale breath, bring that back. Legs come back, take the toes towards the mat behind us. You can get into that short spine if you wish. Take an inhale breath, bring the legs together, point through the toes, legs go down, use your elbows to help lift you up, extend through the spine and the neck. And then bring that back. We're just in 2 more of them, so just in your own time, just see how that feels for you and your body. You can stop at any point. You don't need to go into the full headstand. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that extension, don't do it. You can just simply do the legs, get a little bit of spine extension. All fine to do that. Just see how your lower back feels there. Sometimes just having that supported lower back position can just feel lovely. Once you're finished with them, what I'd like you to do is just almost like lift, so it's almost like lift your back up slightly and pull at the same time, pull your spine connector towards your back. So you're almost going a wee bit further up your back. Does that make sense? You're not too high, so you're basically just covering the full lumbar spine, so that full lower back bit. And then almost just keep your hands in the arc and keep driving the arc or spine connector towards you. Now from there, what I'd like you to do is we're going to move the pelvis side to side, so it's almost like we're going to floss the pelvis. So I want you to just think about hip bones nice and parallel and in line at the moment, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drive our right hip up towards our rib. Just see how your spine feels there. And then just bring that back, and then just do the left side up. And you may notice differences, and just keep doing that. Keep it nice and slow and steady. There's no major rush. Just bringing that hip up, bring it back, right side, centre. And you might notice little twinges, especially those who've had surgery. I know we've got certainly a couple of us with joint replacement. Some of us try to avoid joint replacements. So you might find your lower back feels a little bit stiffer on the side where you've got those arthritic changes. If not, don't be alarmed if it does. Don't not move it, you want to move it, you want to get that motion in there. And relax that down, take your hands out. I want you to just push your spine connector away from you, put your feet on top, let your arms just almost go all the way overhead, and let your legs just go over the top of your arc. Oh, it's almost like you're just waking up in the morning, you're just going, okay, getting ready for SJ's, whatever she's going so for is next. You're going to bring your arms up. Now we're going to attempt to do a roll up from here with our legs over the arc, and this will be fun. It's a wee bit hard from here for the flexed hips. So we'll see how we do. We might get stuck, but what's the worst that can happen? Take an inhale breath, exhale, tuck the chin, roll yourself up. We did it. How did you get up? That's with a wee bit of cheating. With a wee bit of cheating. So just take your arm off, just leave it at the side now, don't really get up. We're going to do 4 roll-ups. You see the difference in that from having that flexion through the hip, how much harder it is. So this will be a lot easier. Right, so your legs this time are straight out. I say this will be a lot easier, but many people find this really hard. Take your arms overhead. Now, Robert, you're obviously clearly a lot taller than me, so shuffle yourself maybe down a wee bit, so your legs, so you've got enough space for your arms to be fully extended. Just go either side of your shoulder rests. Now take an inhale, bring your arms forwards. As you exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, and over you go. Did we get up? Well, it's a lot easier than that last one, isn't it? Take an inhale, breath, exhale, roll yourself down. So we're just doing 4 of these, that's 1. Inhale, exhale, forward, up we go, touch the toes. Inhale as we go over, exhale, articulating and rolling the spine down. Well done. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Is that 3? 4? You should have done 4.
4.5 if you don't mind.
Right, get your foam roller. So that's the spinal foam roller. So if you can take that, it's usually lifts underneath the forward. What's that? There's always a chance, isn't there? Always a chance in classes. Right, so you want to have your tailbone here, so your coccyx spine here, and your head on this. Nobody's spine is that long, right? That you can't fit on the roller. Have you just diving on that, Robert? He's like, I want to say on. How to say to get on? Give that a minute you've done this. So you sit your bum right at the end, and then you just roll yourself back. That's it. It's not very glamorous one. Right, let's focus on some lung work this morning, so getting the lungs, those intercostal muscles. Anybody in here that's had COVID, that's maybe experienced symptoms of long COVID, fabulous for improving and getting that lung capacity, opening up the ribs and expanding the lungs. So even just lying on this roller, you are completely just allowing the rib cage to open. What I want you to do is place your hands on your ribs, take an inhale breath as big and as deep and as wide as you can, and then exhale, just let it all go out. And as you exhale, almost think about your rib cage closing like an accordion. And again, inhale. And exhale. So just do 2 more breaths here. And well done. And hopefully we're just feeling open through the ribs, getting that deeper, wider breath, energising and nurturing ourselves, getting that oxygen around our body. Now from here, lift your arms up. We're going to just essentially palms of the hands facing together, reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, and then draw the shoulder blades back. You're going to inhale as you reach up, exhale as you draw the shoulder blades back. Inhale as you reach up, exhale, draw back. 1 more here. Inhale, you're up, exhale, you're down. This time, inhale as you exhale, open the arms up, get that openness through the pectorals. Inhale, close the arms, exhale, open. 2 more times just like this. So we're inhaling, closing, we're exhaling, opening, really getting deep and wide into the lungs. And again, this time on this one, stay here, stay open, then bend at the elbow. So just basically bend your elbow to 90 degrees. So you're trying to get the forearm down towards the wood of the reformer. From here, we're going to bring the palm of the hands face down, and then we're going to bring the arm back. So basically, we're just using those, we're going from internal external rotation at the shoulder. So the actual arm doesn't really move apart from, basically you're just rotating in at the joints of the shoulder. That's it. It's great for just encouraging running motion, ability down the joint. Just do one more. And release that off, release through the shoulders. Let's go through into shoulder bridge. Bring your hands to the side of your body, legs hip width apart. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, tilt the pelvis into that posterior tilt, so your spine will go down to the rolling initially, and then you will then articulate. You're peeling each vertebrae off the roller one section at a time, squeezing through the buttocks, taking an inhale breath, and as you exhale, you reverse this. You articulate from the top of the spine to the middle of the spine to the bottom of the spine to complete the movement in a nice natural curve at the bottom. You then take an inhale breath to prepare. Exhale and articulate, peeling the vertebrae one section at a time off, driving your knees away from you as you lift. So that force is going this way. We're not just crunching up, we're basically lengthening as we go. We're taking an inhale breath at the top, exhale, bring that down. Two more just like this, just focusing on that articulation, contraction through the buttocks. Taking an inhale breath, exhale, we lift, we peel the spine. You may notice a little bit of discomfort as you go up, as long as it's not something that gives you an ouchy, making you want to come away from it. Inhale before you move and exhale as you move. And this is your final one. Inhaling before you move, exhale as you move. Again, articulating, feeling that leg openness, lifting through the hips. Get as high as your body finds comfort. Release through the neck and the shoulders, so we're not hunching up there. Then taking an inhale breath, exhale, release, and ease that down. Roll yourself off the roller and just place the roller to the side on the floor. We're going to go through to shoulder bridge now. Take an inhale breath, exhale, articulate the spine all the way up. Now this time as we go down, we're going to roll down the right hand side of the spine. So take an inhale breath as we exhale. We just almost tilt our pelvis and try and articulate just at the erector spinae, at the side area of the right hand side. Then take an inhale breath, come back through centre. As you exhale, go up through that central point of your spine, and then we're going to go down the left hand side. So you inhale to prepare, exhale, and just bring the left side down. Notice the differences there. You can really spot where you type this. Bring it back to centre, inhale up through the centre, exhale down the right. Do one more, like so, up through centre, down through left, and we're going to reverse this. We're going to go up through right, down through centre, so go up through the right side, and down your spine through the centre, and then up through the left, down through the centre, and just one more on each side, up through the right, down the centre, last time, up through the left, and down through the centre. Bring your knees into your chest, give a little hug, and always just roll if it feels comfortable to do so. Pay attention to how you, by default, what you do with your legs when you do this. Do you ordinarily toss a leg over? If you do, amuse me, toss your other leg over. So Donald, yeah? It feels different, doesn't it? Just do it. You can amuse me.
If you don't toss your leg over.
Yeah, well, you just stay where you are, that's fine. That's great. Pop your feet on, no crossing of the legs. Take your arms to the side, take an inhale breath, exhale. And just be mindful of your spine corrector in case you hit it, but take your legs to the right side. Take your head to the left side, just feel this, maybe across your pecs, maybe your back, maybe your hips, maybe even your knee. All of that is pretty much fair game, it's okay. Take an inhale breath, come back to centre, exhale, go to the left, to the knees, go to the left, and the head just looks right. Just allow, whatever you feel, just acknowledge it. All is fine. Bring that back, straighten your legs out. We're going to do a roll up, just one you'll be happy to hear. Take an inhale breath, exhale, articulate the spine, roll yourself up, touch touch the toes. Keep 2 breaths here, really breathing into your back ribs. Inhaling, trying to get really deep into your back. And then exhale, try and sink down a bit further. And again, breathing really deep into your back, breathing in. And then breathing out. And release that up. Take yourself up. We're going to get our Pilates wheel. So if you can put your foam roller just back underneath your reformer so you don't slide on it and fall into it, or if any other accident we might decide to try and do it yourselves, then your spine your Pilates wheel normally just lives at the top. See that? I knew it was. So that's in fact sometimes. So these normally live, so if you're in this room, you'll have to raise that weird round thing. They always see how the top of the machine where your tether bit is. You basically just slide into the ground. That's what they're usually kept. Right. The biggest safety thing for this is that we don't want, under any circumstances, for it to fall to the side. Right, that's really sore. It will really hurt you. Now you'll end up with a bruise. So let me show you what you're going to do. You're going to go into some side extensions. So you're bringing this in here, this is how you get into it. Lower back, hands at the side for balance, then up and over. What I do not want, watch this. Boom. That is going to be sore, right? Yeah. So I need you to be really just mindful. If when you're coming off it, you basically just bring your body forward, so that's it, don't just have your legs there, that's it. And have your hands on the mat to help balance you. And I want you to roll the length of your spine. Let your head go back if that feels comfortable. If it doesn't, you can keep it up. But actually go down the bottom of your back and then roll up to the top between the shoulder blades. Okay, tighten up as well. So just simply walk your legs forwards to do that and quickly sit up and down. And you'll feel through the hips, the quads there, kind of. You can take it into full spine extensions if you feel comfortable doing that, but keep it just where you feel happy. Okay, you don't need to go wild with this. Sometimes just hanging out up near where the shoulder blades are can be nice. Just letting the knees drive forwards over the ankle. Get that nice dorsiflexion moment. So take an inhale breath generally as you're beginning a move, and then exhale as you kind of go into that. And it's quite, it's nice, but it's scary as well, isn't it now? Put the fear into you, you're falling over, but I'd rather you had a wee bit of caution with this, and then came off the side of it, and it's really quite sore, really sore. Right, just start to finish on whatever you're on, just kind of finish up on that, and we're going to, while we've got our classes out, we're going to go into a long hip flexor stretch. Right, so Dawn, with your knees, let's see how you cope with this on your knees. I'll show you this, and if you don't wish to do this, you can simply go over to the ladder barrel and do your quadricep stretch up there. Okay, so if you're not liking that, that's where you go. Okay, give it a wee try, but if your knee's not happy with that, that's your option. Right, from here, basically we'll do a right leg, right? So you get into this position, and then you then need to get the left leg forwards and get up. Now even being in that position can be a bit challenging, and if we've got knee pathologies, if we're trying to avoid knee replacement, you've no doubt get a bit of pain running your knee. Right? So if you're not happy with that, just use the ladder barrel to do this if you need to. Right, we're all happy? Ish. You're saying happy, there's nothing about this happy, is it? Right, Donald, you're struggling to get up because that's so tight across your thigh, isn't it? Can you get the left leg further forwards? Could you step it? What about pushing it forwards? No. No. Right, over at the barrel, over here. That's good. Like, you know, you're a man who knows his limitations. That's a reality. That's it. So doing your right leg, going right, so you're basically in your ladder barrel, right leg's going to go up, and you're doing all the same stuff, right? That's it. And then I would put your left foot on the ground rather than up there. That's a bit torturous. That So you just listen in the exact same way, okay? Now what I want us all to do is tuck our tailbone under, and you'll feel that intensify the front of your thigh. Now when we're on this, the right hip will have dropped down. I want us all to drive our right hip up the way. So almost imagine the right hip, or leveling the right hip to join the height of the left. Okay, and you'll feel that intensify even more. Okay, 50 to 30 seconds here is all we need. Donald, tuck your tailbone. I want you to hide your bum. Stand tall, knees together if you can. Okay, many people get them together, but you know that's your direction of travel. Right, come forward. So Donald, you just lean forwards as well, and then you just come out of that, and then we're going to change to the left leg. So Donald, do exactly the same on the ladder barrel. Essentially, foot on, shin on for us. The right leg for us comes forwards. We help it forwards. Come up. We settle in that. We assess how we feel. I rotated through our spine or pelvis and twisting round to the left side. Let's see if we can square ourselves off. Maybe by doing that, you feel a bit like, whoa, that already pulls. Tuck your tailbone under. I'm pretty sure you're all feeling that at that point. And then drive your left hip up higher. So really think about the hip bone in front of your hip being pulled up. So use the waist. You're not side bending, you're just driving that up. 15 to 30 seconds here is where you need to be for that developmental stretch. Holding that there, breathe. Try and think of something good. We're all enjoying the football.
No, not for sure.
I haven't watched anything either.
It's too much for me.
Right, come forwards. Well done. Good job. And that always can feel a wee bit precarious. That's a good. That feel okay on that. That's your good spot. Right, over you go. So that's where you go down for that. So when we're doing the knee stretches back, just so even the barrel, okay. Right, I want to use we're going to go into our 100s with we all got a circle, didn't we? We've all got circles, make sure your circle's handy for this one. So we need, these should be set up, because I taught a class last night, and nobody's been in since, so everything's set up when you need it. So you've got your small string with the triangle on, and you've got your long string with these on, right? And in terms of your eyelet, it's not massively going to make a big difference for this, but the higher for what we're doing will be more difficult, the lower is easier. We find it, honestly, that is fine. Right, take your circle. Has anybody got their circle? Donald, have you got a circle? See that thing behind you that's black with the grey side bits? It looks like. Well, yours is grey. Go right behind you in the basket.
Oh, my God.
Right, this is your glassy circle. Donald's got one as well. Right, so it looks like this. Have this handy when you need it. Right, we want to be an arm's length away from your metal bars. Okay, then from here, you're going to put your circle, the padded bits always are where the force is applied. So you're going to put your padded bit against the left leg and the left hand. Okay, and then you're going to lift up the long strap or the long spring, put your hand in the small loop. Everybody got it? Right? Just the right one, Robert. So the long spring, and the small loop. You got it? Actually, Robert, just use your triangle. Use the triangle. Doesn't matter. It's not worth it. You got it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. You were thinking rope. That's it. So it's on the spring. So left leg on left hand, right hand's got the spring. Yeah. We're going to do a tabletop position. So before we do that, we need to make sure our spine is A1 in the right position. So I want you to just tilt your pelvis forwards and backwards and just acknowledge how your spine is feeling. Now, after all the work that we've done this morning on that, it should be feeling good. But I want you to just find a nice natural curve of your spine, and I want you to maintain that curve throughout this full move. Pelvic floor, you've got awareness there, you're aware of drawing your belly button in, just an awareness, don't overly pull up. You're then going to float your right leg and your left leg up into what's called tabletop position. Let's have a dorsiflex ankle joint. And then you're going to drive your left arm into the left knee, and you're driving the left knee towards the left arm. Got it? Then you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, draw your right arm down on the spring, and you're going to pulse your breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out, 2, 3, 4, 5 and in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now keeping the tummy pulled in, pay attention as you do this that your back is maintaining the position that it was in, that you're not going into this big gappy lower back, you're not loading that lower back up. So just that's where I want your focus primarily to be, on your positioning, that you're able to maintain that, the belly's not foaming out, you are breathing, you're getting that lovely deep breath, you're really expanding the ribs, you're not just shallow breathing. And then release that down. Let's change it over. Right leg with a circle, left arm with a spring. You all okay? Kind of. So leg on, legs lifted, spine is in place. Take an inhale breath as you exhale, draw the left arm down and you're breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you could pulse the circle as well if you so wish. Adds a little bit of a brain challenge. Make sure you put that dorsiflex position at the ankle joints. That means toes to shins. If you want to make it easier, you absolutely can put the left leg down on the mat. If you're finding, actually SJ, this is just doing too much, my back's not able to maintain it, then this is where you would go. Okay? And if you're really finding, oh no, you can put both feet down, no problem. Okay, just maybe interchange it as you feel. And then relax that down. Woo! Pop your circle to the side, everybody okay? Pop your legs into the long loops of the long springs. Hands go on to the metal, pointing through the toes. Keep the spine down and nice, and you're not hinging up, so you've not got this tilting laterally into the pelvis. So just be aware that the hips are level, and notice that if you want to just pay attention to that as you move. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, just circle the legs around. On the tower, you have the flexibility to be able to go as wide and as deep as you wish. So use that. 12 rotations one way, 12 the other. After we've done our circle rotations, you okay, Robert?
I know.
Oh, you're just kicking your spine corrector out the road? That's all right. I'm sure it's been kicked a few times. And just be mindful here, I'm a bit prone to this, where we can sometimes hyperextend through our knees, meaning we push our knees beyond the range of motion. So just be mindful that you're not overly pushing your knees right back. So if you've not changed direction, do so now. Just feeling control, Brenda, for your hip, yep, for that lovely mobilisation, and also that control and that strength that you're building into that. And then the heels together into your frog, exhale out, inhale in, exhale out, and in, out, and in. How we doing? And release that off. Take your legs out straps. Everyone feeling okay?
Yep.
Lift yourself up. We're going to use the push through bar. I know you all hate this. I'd like to do the teaser. Come on. So what we do with this is we bring this bar, so this is your push through bar, bring that all the way through. Then from here, leave your safety back on. Don't worry that your push through bar might be lower than mine. Doesn't matter. This is basically just there to stop this hitting in the face. Head under here, feet on the bar, hands on the bar. What we do with this is we're just going to do 6 of these just simply Essentially just writing your tail out. So head in the headrest, feet on the bar, hands on the bar, and then you're inhaling, exhaling, lifting up through your upper body, then back down, and then up, then back down, exhale up, back down, up. Do one more there, up, and then from there, stay lifted, hold it up, drop your right leg down, change the left leg, right leg, left leg, hold that there, take an inhale breath, exhale, bring that down, and then all I want you to do, holding onto the metal bars this time at the side, take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, just lift your spine off, push your toes into the bar, lift your spine off, and then extend your legs up, then inhale up there, and as you exhale, articulate your spine down one breath at a time, okay? So bend the knees, inhale, exhale, lift the spine up, so drive your knees towards your head, then lift up, inhale, exhale, then articulate the spine down. Oh, so this is the shorter spine for those that just can't do it and on the reformers. Feel the difference? It's lovely. Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Quite all the major strengths. If you need to shuffle your shoulders down, just do it. So just get yourself into position to make sure you're not holding up the spine. So the cervical spine, I'm particularly thinking of there. Now what you could do here, bend the knees to your head, get in close, and then massage the spine down that way. So legs straight, then lift up, then bend the knees, so we're basically reversing it. Bring the spine down, push it up, lift it up. Glorious. One more. Up, 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 and release. And well done, just let that come down. Slide yourself forward slightly. Hands go on the bar. The arms, the legs go out straight. Take an inhale breath, exhale. Lift yourself up. Inhale, go down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Let's lift the legs up with that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more up. Hold it up. Right leg down. Left leg down. Legs to side. Tuck jump 2. Inhale. Exhale down. Do it again. Inhale up. Right leg. Left leg. Legs out. Tuck jumps. Very good. One more time. Come on. Up. Down. Down. Open. In. Out. In. Out. I feel like we should be shaking all about.
Exactly.
Woo! Oh my God. How are we doing?
This is all practicing for the hokey cokey at Christmas.
Oh, just at Christmas, yeah. It's actually, I know. It's good though. Yeah. Do well with that. Yeah, that's good. Right, we're going to put your push through bar out the road. Just take it all the way back through. Safety strap on. Then goes through. Oh my goodness. So much fun. Clearly don't get out much.
What's the safety strap?
You just leave it on. Now, basically, that's its resting place there, Robert.
Well, I mean, was it meant to be off?
No, it was meant to be on. I have to see because look at mine. See how you're safe. The way that mine goes, it always ends up making this up thinner. So I always have to take mine off to move it through. You don't. But yeah, good question. Right, what I want to do now is use a pull down bar for a nice big stretch. And I like to always finish the class this way. I think this is lovely. Now, do check your carabiners, okay? Don't assume that the person that's on it previously has left it safe and well. Assume it was a 4-year-old that was on it. Because she may well have been. Right, you just slide back and stretch it out. She's very good at fighting. Do you know she moved all of those hand weights all by herself? Everyone. She's so proud of herself. That's why they're all in the right colours. And just bring that up. Just carefully walk yourself in. How do you feel? Oh,
Good.
quite nice. Really good. I quite like the flow of that in terms of like start off with a lot of mobility work
Yeah.
and then build it up into all that. I mean, it's actually a bit heavy, doesn't it, towards the last part. But good, well done. I am in tomorrow, so you come in tomorrow, but I'm off Thursday, so Hannah's taking this class on Thursday, so come along and enjoy it. It will be good.